This is going to be a good video. I'm good at speech. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. This week we're doing my current music favourites again, because you guys seem to be enjoying the last one I made. So naturally I'm doing it again, like this is part 2, or like the month of September or whatever. But before we get into this video, I've got some news for you, because in my last Q&A you guys asked me for a Spotify playlist or somewhere you can follow the music I listen to. Well, I've got to disappoint you guys, I still don't have Spotify, but I've made a Soundcloud account. It's called Dapper, and on there you can follow me and the music I listen to. I'm going to repost tracks I really like, and you can see my like tracks and listen to that playlist. I'm probably going to make some playlists as well. I'll be also uploading the tracks I'm using in my videos to my Soundcloud, because quite a few of you seem to be really enjoying these tracks and have asked me about them. And since I've produced all of these tracks myself and you can't really listen to them anywhere else but my YouTube channel, I figured why not upload them to my Soundcloud for you to listen to whenever you like, and maybe download them and use them for your own videos. Maybe I'll think about that. So definitely go and follow me on SoundCloud. The link is going to be right here. The link is going to be in the description. The account is just called Dapper Alien. You should be able to find it. Anyway, let's get into the video. Music favorites. So summer's pretty much over. We're heading towards autumn, but we still have some last warm-ish days before we head into eternal darkness. And the first track I've got for you captures this last day of summer feeling pretty well. It's called Lose Myself and it's by Kid featuring Feel Good. So what is this track? It's kind of hard to describe. It's more of a pop track, but it goes into the future genre, but not quite. And it also reminds me of a track by Median, but a lot more chill and toned down, if that makes any sense to you. Okay, to be fair, the lyrics are very American romance style, very generic, but the chords are very nice and the melody is very kind of nostalgic, if you know what I mean. Because when I listen to that track, especially at this time of year, kind of lets me relive my summer, and I think about what awesome things I did this summer, and I just get that warm fuzzy feeling inside. I hope you understand what I mean. If not, this is very awkward. You can find this track on SoundCloud. I'm gonna make a playlist especially for this video with all the tracks I'm mentioning in this video. So go over there and check that out. Here's a little snippet for you.
Skipping summer school to watch the shadows grow. Red cups left on the counter. Cops came, we ran right after. I'll never let it hold me down. I'll never let you walk through hell. I would lose myself for you.
So, as I mentioned, summer's over, autumn is here, and track number 2 is perfect for these nasty autumn days where you just want to stay in bed all day. The track is called Can't Remember and it's by Player Dave. That's such an English name. This track has really nice autumn vibes to it, and in the description he says he made this track entirely on his Yamaha synthesizer, which I find pretty impressive. I would classify it as future, not really R&B, but kind of. Really hard to classify, some future SoundCloud stuff. This track has everything to make you chill. It has got fake vinyl crackle, a nice warm E-piano, and some mellow strings. Perfect. So it builds up with the E-piano playing a very nice haunting melody, building up very slowly to a nice mellow drop with a soft beat, some nice mellow strings playing a very nice melody. This track is just perfect for all these rainy days that sadly lie ahead of us. Anyway, here's a little snippet for you.
Been a long time.
So keeping it on an autumn vibe, I know this is annoying by now, but you've got to get through this. this is definitely a spoiler for something to come. So keeping it on an autumn vibe, this next track is not for those rainy days, but for those days where you're going to take a walk through the woods where the sun is shining through the colored leaves and you just feel good. For all those nice autumn days. The track is called I Still See Your Face and it's by San Holo. I've been following San Holo for quite a while and he usually makes very chilled future trap tracks, but this track is a little bit different, still his style though. He kind of takes inspiration from tropical house tracks, but good inspiration. Me personally, I don't like tropical house, but I like this track, so trust me. So the track is built on a mellow house beat layered with some bell or marimba-like percussions on top of it, playing a super nice melody. This melody is going to get stuck in your head for days. Okay, to be fair, the lyrics are oh well, but the song works as a whole. Anyway, here's a little snippet for you.
There's no truth in these dreams I chase. Out of sight, I still see your face. 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 I still see your face.
So I'm glad you got through this. Wow, call me king of transitions. The next song is Gotta Get Through This. This is an old school tune. Do you get me? I rediscovered the track a few weeks ago because I was playing an old school garage set for the first time in forever. I just love old school garage. I really love this track in particular. It has got this nice deep organ type bass line. It's just a sing-along tune. It's an awesome party track, but also a very nice everyday feel good track. If you don't already know what it sounds like, here's a little snippet for you. So keeping it on a garage vibe, I've got another one for you. So the next track is Same Old Thing by The Streets. This track is a garage classic as well. Origin Pirate Material, one of the best albums by The Streets. Mike Skinner is a garage god. So when he recites his lyrics, he really makes you feel everything. He really makes you imagine what it feels like, what he's going through or what he's describing. You really feel it, you can imagine it. I love this track in particular, not only because the lyrics are great, but I adore this kind of orchestral string sample, whatever this is. This track is so simple but works so well. Just a garage beat, this orchestral sample, a little bit of Mike Skinner's awesome lyrics. Old school vibes again. If you don't know this tune by now, here's a little snippet for you.
Yeah, street level. Oi, oi. For free on a solution to the latest big news story. Football and smut daily as I ponder winning the lottery. Buy a drink, chat to a lady.
Round there, nothing seems to change.
At street level.
Same old thing every day.
That's it, that's it, that's it.
So track number 6, keeping it UK but changing the genre, is a track called Extra by Sham. So you know me, I like me some nice experimental grime, and Sham does exactly that. Extra is a weird, wonky sounding, futuristic grime instrumental that ticks all the boxes for me. The levels of suspense are fluctuating constantly. He has got loads of build-ups, but not every build-up is resolved into a drop. It kind of makes you nervous, it really gets you going. It has got a nice lead melody which is played by different synths, and the most important part, it has got a really nasty, dirty, kind of wet sounding drop with a deep bass. It's a really nice grime rave instrumental. In my opinion, it's perfect as it is. It doesn't need any MCs. If you're into grime, go and check out Sham's SoundCloud. He makes really nice experimental grime. Here's a little snippet of Extra for you. So for the next track, we're staying in the UK as well. Very good transition, I know, thank you. Charli XCX, Boys, but it's the Drolloy remix. I honestly don't know how to pronounce this. I'm not going to try this remix. So I really like the original by Charli XCX, but I enjoyed the remix even more because I felt like the original was lacking something and the remix fixed that for me. So in the original track, every time Charli mentions boys in the chorus, there's a little break and a belting kind of plays the 3 notes of the chords, I think, but it's always the same 3 notes, and I really like that the remix took it from there and kind of changed the notes up afterwards and kind of made a melody out of it. So really nice idea, really improved the track for me, and I really like the pitch shifting in second drop. It kind of plays with the bass notes and kind of gives the chords a little bit of a different feel. Just very nice, very well made. Here's a little snippet for you.
I need that bad boy to do me right on the Friday, and I need that go on to wake me up on a Sunday. That one from work can come over on Monday night. I want thinking about boys, boys, boys. I was busy dreaming about boys.
So the last track for today, we've had some nice chilled tracks, but also some party anthems. I kind of wanted to end it on a chilled note, so the last track is by Rob Arroyo, and it's called Slow Down, and basically it's just a piano jazz solo and a beat. Okay, to be fair, there's a road-like piano in the background and also a bass and stuff like that, but in general it's just a piano and a beat. It's mainly a piano playing a beautiful jazz chord progression. I really like the progression of the whole song, and it's played on top of a kind of old school hip hop-esque beat, and like I've said, it's just the piano, the beat, and a few Rhodes in the background supporting the main chord structure and melody, and kind of a slappy bass underneath. I'm really into jazz chord progressions and melodies, and I feel like this track really transports this warm, fuzzy jazz feeling in a modern way. I feel like this doesn't feel that old. Sometimes jazz kind of feels old for me. This feels kind of new and fresh. You can find this track on my playlist on SoundCloud, where you can find all the other tracks I've mentioned today as well. Dapper Alien on SoundCloud, and have a look. And last but not least, here's a little snippet of Slow Down for you. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you've enjoyed my music recommendations for this month. Quite a variety, I'd say. We had garage, grime, future trap, R&B, hip, basically everything. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope I've inspired you with this video. If I did so, why not give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because I make new videos every week. That's it from me for now, and I'll see you later. Bye!